Hello everyone and welcome back. The car that I'm in today will come as a shock to you because, well, it's not my particular cup of coffee and it's not my particular cup of tea either. I do enjoy my coffee, but there is a small issue in this car. These cup holders, apparently there are two with a smaller one in between, are quite smallish. But other than that, we do have a couple of things. Good coffee. So, first of all, it's the engine. This car has a 1-liter turbocharged petrol engine. 1 liter. Only milk comes in bottles at 1 liter. The second thing, it's white. The third thing, it's a poor man specs. And oh boy, when we're gonna go through this car, you're gonna see a lot of things that I actually never thought they're gonna be missing in a 2018 car. I'm wondering what they could have put less in it. Don't get me wrong, overall it's not a bad car, but when you put all the things together, you kind of wonder, should you buy one? Would you buy one? And third, why would you buy one? Interesting, ain't it? Well, let's find out. The car that I have here today is a 2018 Skoda Octavia, and it's not a bad car. It's not an excellent car, but it sits right over there between perfect and there. And why do I mean this? Well, the thing is that it came with a poverty spec. This car doesn't have many things on it, and I don't understand why. First of all, I think this is the cheapest one that went out of the factory gates. The first Skoda Octavia went into production in 1996. The car that I have here today is the third generation of the Octavia, and so far it's the best one yet. This Mark III started production in 2012 and ended the production in 2019 when it was replaced by the Mark IV. Some first impressions after I drove this car for a while. Well, it's elegant on the road. Romania isn't known for the best roads in Europe. They're not that bad, but they're not that good either. The ride quality is normalish. It's not over comfortable, it's not less than normal. If I can compare this car to an older version of a car, I probably think that it can relate with the oldest A6, the 2002 model. I think, it's just my opinion. It's comfortable, the suspension isn't harsh, it's quite there. The steering wheel, it's normal, it's perfect for a car this size. The seats, normally here I'm gonna seem smug because the cars that I usually drive have fully electrically adjustable seats with 20 positions, 30 positions. I'm joking, but the cars that I usually drive have a lot of functions for the adjustment of the seat. Well, this one doesn't. You have forward, you have up and down using this handle over here or lever, and you have a wheel where you can put your back of the seat up and down, and that's it. Well, it's normal, it's practical, they cannot brake, that's it, end of story. Regarding the comfort, well, that's a different story. They are not bad, but they are not great either. They are roughly, I can actually give them a 5, just, you know, like, let's pass the the exam, but not more than a 5. As you can see, they are not leather, not even faux leather, so they have this fabric. I don't know what kind of fabric it is. It's a little bit on the sides, it's a little bit rougher, but they're alrightish. No amount of lumbar control, so the way you sit, that's it. Otherwise, it's pretty well isolated on the interior. You can find good models like this with low mileage and a few owners. I'm talking the prices in Romania, because as you notice, this car, it's a left-hand drive car. You can find these cars here with prices that may vary from 11,000 euros to 16,000 euros, something like that. Probably in the UK they're a little bit cheaper. Let's talk about the general look of this car. Well, the front end looks nice, it's nothing that pops out, but I do like this big grille and these LED daytime running lights, but right now you cannot see them because the car is on main beam. Other than that, nothing really spectacular at the front end of this car. As you can see, no parking sensors and well, no other gadgets also. From this side, the car looks alright. The 17-inch wheels do their job, and also there is one interesting aspect about the rear door. The rear door, it's quite interesting because as you can see, it has this weird little shape right here at the back end. Never seen that in a sedan before. The rear end of this car looks alright, there's nothing spectacular here, we just have these LED tail lights and that's pretty much it. As you can notice, we don't have parking sensors in the back either, no twin exhaust, not one exhaust, and well, just a normal hatch. The interior of the Skoda looks alright. You can actually see that there's a lot of cheap plastic, not as it used to, but it got better over the time, so cannot complain about that. The infotainment system, it's quite responsive. I like that you can control this screen also from these buttons and also from the touch screen, which is interesting. We do have this little Skoda here, which is a nice attention to detail. Also, the fuel consumption, as I mentioned, it's quite good in this car, so I'm happy with that. The gauge cluster looks modern. I like this screen between these gauges. Looks really nice. The steering wheel, it's also wrapped in leather, and I do like this fake piano trim also around the steering wheel. As you can see, it looks nice, it's alright. So the piano black here does its thing. Too bad it's plastic, but nevertheless it's here. Also, we have dual climate controls. As you can see, they're pretty standard and they have this air care. I don't know what this means. Apparently you breathe better air in this Skoda, but well, who am I to judge this? I like this gear shifter. I like the fact that it's written DSG on it. This has the 7-speed automatic
DSG gearbox, which changes gears so smoothly. Here we have the lock and unlock for the doors and the boot, and of course the most stupidest button in the planet, the stop start automatic one, which I do really hate. And also here we have the USB port, which you can connect to this infotainment system. Of course, with the poverty spec options list, well, you get what you paid for. And in this car you have only 2 electrically adjustable windows and the mirrors, cause well, that's what you deserve. But overall, to be completely honest, I do like this car. It looks nice. The first impression when you jump into the back seats of the Skoda Octavia, it's oh my god, I have a lot of legroom, cause of course you do. It's a very big car. Now there's nothing that pops out here, nothing spectacular. As you can see, we have the cranes for the windows because they are not electrically adjustable, and also we have this rear passenger climate vents. And I do suspect that here normally was supposed to be an ashtray, but apparently you have some little cargo compartment. One very important aspect of this car is in fact that it has a huge boot, and it covers 580 liters of cargo. Mighty impressive, but remember that this car, it's also a hatch, and you can fold the rear passenger seats down and the amount of cargo gets to 1,580 liters, which is very impressive.
So, the big question. Albert, would you buy one? Well, honestly, it's not my first option in buying a car. But to be completely honest, I would say yes, because it's a good car. Depends on what you're using it for. If you want to use it for commute, if you want to use it, if you have to drive to work every day and you don't really care about that much of a comfort, and you don't want to go at work with a 7 Series or a 5 Series, or I don't know what kind of series or classes or whatever, you need to consider the amount of money that you actually pay for this car. You need to consider that the parts and labor is gonna be cheaper than most of the other premium brands, and overall it's not a bad car. I mean, it's making the purpose of the car, going from point A to point B in medium comfort. It's not bad, so it's not bad, even though the seats aren't 20-way adjustable and things like that, but it's not a bad car. I would probably buy one if, I don't know, if I had to commute daily, but if you are a car fanatic like I am, or petrol head, I don't think you're gonna buy the one turbo petrol engine. In my opinion, I would go for the 2 liters turbo diesel one. It's better in fuel economy, it's better in the amount of horsepower you get, it's better in the amount of torque that that specific engine has. But that's just my opinion. This was the Skoda Octavia, or Skoda, or whatever. If you like my video, press a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of interesting things coming, and honestly, I would like you to share this experience with me. Remember, life is short. Enjoy every minute of your life. Do all the things that make you happy, and all the best for you guys. See you soon.